Well, thank you for the introduction, and congratulations to all over there on the centenary of Rotary in Africa, which happens to occur at the same time as we here in Australia are celebrating 100 years of Rotary right here in Australia, which started in the city of Melbourne. It's a pleasure to be with you, although I have to say, as an accountant, I feel as though I'm being slightly typecast with the theme that's been given for my talk, Rotary in numbers. However, I do agree that numbers can convey a lot of meaning, which I hope to do to you today. Some of you may guess what it is that I'm going to talk about when I mention each number. Sadly, there is no prize for guessing correctly. So the first number I want to highlight is the number 2. That's the number of wild polio cases that have occurred on this planet, this entire planet, so far this year. Now, that is an amazing number, especially when you think back to the time when Rotary took on the challenge of eradicating this nasty disease, and there was an average of 1,000 cases every single day. Now, in 111 days of this year, the total number is just 2. Of course, you in Africa know all about polio eradication because we had the excitement in October last year of the certification of your entire continent as being polio-free. That is a wonderful tribute to Dr. Tunji and all of the people who worked so very hard to achieve that outstanding result. It is interesting to note that in the 3 Rotary years from 2017 to 2020, Rotary grants to polio eradication worldwide totaled $418 million. That's a lot of money. And of that figure, $182 million, or 44%, was spent in Africa. And what a great investment that was. Now we need to keep at it so that Pakistan and Afghanistan join you in being rid of polio, and hopefully that happens really soon. The next number I want to mention to you is 27. 27 is the number of Arch Clump Society members you have in Africa. That number by itself is impressive, but even more so when you consider that 10 years ago, the number of African Arch Clump Society members was 2. So from 2 to 27 in just 10 years. Most impressive. And such support of our Rotary Foundation at the highest level of contributions is acknowledged with great appreciation and with great affection. In addition, there are 821 major donors of all levels from Africa. So you can see that individual support for the Rotary Foundation in Africa is strong and it's growing. The next number is 1,372. The numbers are becoming more obscure. The Rotary Foundation's new grant model, which we called Future Vision, was commenced in 2013. And this new system introduced to us global grants. 1,372 is the number of global grants undertaken in Africa in that period, which is almost 8 years. That is a significant level of support from Rotarians for our project work, and the worth of these grants was almost $46 million. And for these grants to be successful, we need both a sponsor district and a host district to carry out their roles promptly and efficiently. So thanks are due to all of them. The next number is 7. That's the number of Rotary Peace Centres around the world, now that the new one is at Makerere, and I'm told I mispronounced that, so someone needs to tell me one day how to pronounce it. Anyway, in Uganda, now that the Peace Centre there is up and running. And the exciting news announced by Trustee Chair Ravi Ravindran this week is that the trustees have accepted a very kind offer from the Otto and Fran Walter Foundation in the United States to fully fund, yes, fully fund, a new Rotary Peace Centre at a site yet to be chosen in the Middle East or North Africa. Rotary believes in peace, and our peace centres are a wonderful demonstration of just that. While we're talking about the number 7, Rotarians right around the world have reacted with enormous enthusiasm to the decision of the Rotary Foundation trustees and the Rotary International Board of Directors to add a new 7th area of focus to our major project work, being the environment. From the 1st of July next, we can have global grant activity in this very important subject area. And I'm sure that lots of Rotarians will embrace this opportunity. As a lifelong environmentalist, I am thrilled with this Rotary innovation. And I think it represents Rotary leadership catching up with the wishes of all of our members worldwide. Now, the final set of numbers gets a little bit complicated, so bear with me because they concern membership. In the 10 years up to June 2020, the end of last Rotary year, the number of Rotarians in the world actually fell in that 10-year period by 2.5%. to a total of 1,174,809. Still a very impressive number of committed volunteers right around the world, but nevertheless a reduction. Now let's talk about Africa for the same 10-year period. Now, as you're aware, your part of the world falls into 2 categories, the Middle East, North Africa, and Sub-Saharan Africa. For the Middle East, North Africa, the membership in those 10 years increased by 7% to 14,078, which is a strong and steady gain. For Sub-Saharan Africa, the number of Rotarians actually increased by a whopping 43% to 30,012. How impressive is that? And in fact, for the 2019-20 year, the African membership growth was the highest in the world, the highest any part of the Rotary world, even better than India. The membership is not a numbers game where bigger is automatically better. However, there are all sorts of advantages in us having an expanding membership. More Rotarians should mean more contributions to our Rotary Foundation so that our project can do even more good in the world. More Rotarians gives us a broader base of energy, enthusiasm, and ideas, giving us a greater capacity to make a difference in the world. More Rotarians means an enhanced public image as we do more diverse projects that will come to the notice of the non-Rotarian community. And the more we're noticed, the more good people will want to join our ranks. The potential for Rotary in Africa is huge. I can see absolutely no reason why you shouldn't achieve the vision that I first encountered from the great African who was chosen to follow me as president of Rotary International, the late Sam Awori. Sam talked about Africa having 80,000 members and 2 zones so that the continent would have a representative on the board of directors at all times. My friends, that's the figure I want to leave with you, because I believe that the future of Rotary in Africa is limitless. Good luck.